Hello and welcome to another episode of Rod's Tabletop Hoops and a game called Computer Basketball by Wayne Wiskow. We are at halftime of this game between the 73 Atlanta Hawks and the 1973 Kansas City Omaha Kings. This game's been quite interesting. I have not played computer basketball in a while, and the Kings are shooting the ball fairly well at 54%. Hawks only 42.5%, and they maintain a 4-point lead. Their biggest issue I've had is Nate Archibald, Tiny, the league's leading scorer, has 5 fouls. I could not seem to. I played him safe via Wayne Wiskow, and that's where it's at right now. So Johnny Green has 2, Van Arsdale 2, Lacey 2. Nate Archibald 5 fouls. They're fouling just a little bit much. They have 12 fouls on the game, which isn't terrible. Atlanta only has 8 fouls, and they are led by the 11 points of Lou Hudson and red hot George Trapp coming off the bench to score 14 points on 6 of 7 shooting. Kings are led right now by Sam Lacey's 10 points and 7 rebounds. They'll need more out of Sam if they lose Nate Archibald. So I'm going to do a little 6-minute run here in the third, do a down the stretch 6 minutes in the fourth quarters, and see how this game goes. I'm still relearning some of the things. There's been a couple new things added to the game, including the free throw chart, which is very convenient and handy up there. This is my layout. A little difficult to get a small footprint with computer basketball. I had to kind of integrate the cards in the back of the box. Takes up a little bit of some of the defensive checks here at the forward and center slot, but those don't come up too often. And I'm just looking forward to playing the second half and seeing how it works out. I have there's a new Wayne Wiskow rule on the regular offensive and defensive cards and press cards. It's called a ball hawk, and that will be designated by a question mark, typically on something like, here's on 10-3, center C column on the Hawks defense. If the player in the lineup has a question mark is a ball hawk, designated 1 for each team. And so if the Hawks ball hawk is in the game at the time, he makes a steal on the play. So that'll be an interesting development, and we'll see how see if we get more steals. I'm not getting a ton thus far. I've only got 2 steals for Atlanta, 1 steal by the Kings. And I believe the 1 steal was by a ball hawk. But anyway, that's going to come on defensive checks. And there's a lot of numbers here. I'm just not getting a lot of them. So we'll see how this game plays out. Going to do a jump ball like they did at the start of every quarter. And let's see, it's based on height. Bellamy and Lacey are within an inch of each other, so we've got the lowest height differential. I made this one myself here, so an even roll with the dice means it's the home team, odd it's the visitors. So that's going to be odd. Visiting team gets the ball. That's the Hawks. That is Bellamy winning the tap. I've also divided my dice up. These are the ones that come stock with the game, but I found that I have to always readjust, take 1 die out for the rebound. So for this half, I'm going to use this as my rebound dice rolling center. This will be for all shots, and of course this is for free throws and defensive checks. So Hawks have the ball, and I got to remember at the tap to start every half, it's only going to be 1 clock move for a shot or a missed shot. I want to make sure I can get as many field goal attempts in as possible. I'm a little bit low at this point, as both teams are shooting 40 shots and 37 shots. That's a little bit on the low side, but that is consistent with the original game as well. So it was always just a little bit short on shots. We'll see if we can get a few more in this half, maybe run a fast break off every steal, and I'll demonstrate that. Here we go. And so the Hawks have the ball. You roll all 4 dice, and you look at these 2 columns. I've got an 8, 7 is the row. So I got an 8, 7, center D shot. So that means Walt Bellamy D, which I will bring out my chart to remind myself. That's an inside shot closely guarded. That's a 12 on the D. Good. It says asterisk right forward, automatic assist to Jim Washington. So you move the clock 1 for the first play of the half. It's 2 from here on out. Bellamy scores. Jim Washington assists. And we've got ourselves a 2-point game. Here comes Kansas City. Nate Tiny Archibald with 9 points. Hasn't shot the ball much. Matty Gukas, he is one of the top field goal percentage shooters in the league at 57%, but he only averages 9 points a game and has not taken a shot in 18 minutes. That's the interesting stat of the day. And Tiny needs to get more shots as well. And so here we go with the Kansas City Omaha Kings offense. 7, row 2. 7 is a defensive check. So that is going to be the center. So it's going to be Sam Lacey. Defender is Bellamy, who is a defensive rating of 2. So we're going to look right here. That is a 76. So a 76 is a double dribble violation, turnover Lacey. And that's a 1 move as well. We move on to Atlanta. And they get the ball back. 10-7. So 10, this is the Kings defensive card. 7, right guard C shot. Outside closely guarded. That is Nate Tiny Archibald. Pistol Pete Maravich. And so Pistol's going to get a C shot here. Outside with some pressure. And that's a 6. And that's going to... I've got Nate Archibald playing safe. So I got all C shots become A. And that reduces the fouls. Otherwise, that would have been 6 fouls on Tiny. Instead, it's a field goal assisted by Washington. So that's the first time it's saved my bacon right there. So Pistol will get a shot. Obviously raises his percentage. That outside shot became an inside. Well, it's an outside shot, unguarded, that is. And so we got a tie score at 49 as the Kings bring the ball up court. That's a 5 and a 6. So the Kings have a 5, 6, first highest shooter C shot. So first highest shooter Kings obviously is Nate. He is closely guarded from outside on the C column. There's a 10 missed defensive foul. So Pistol Pete picks up his 3rd foul. Tiny naturally is going to go to the line a lot. And so a foul is 1 clock move. We're going to give Tiny 2 free throws. And that's a 68. He's 1 to 85. It's good. And a 67. Tiny with 2 free throws. So the Kings take a 51-49 lead. And Tiny has made 7 of 8 free throws and 2 of 4 field goals. He has 11 points. So he needs to continue to score for his team to win. Oh, dang. Ball goes. I just lost my die here. Not the first time that's ever happened. Where's my other die? Lost 2 dice. Ball goes back to the Hawks, and they're going to go 11-6, or 6-11. Red is row, I remember it that way. 6-11. Second highest shooter C shot, so it'll be guarded. Second highest shooter to Pistol is Sweet Lou. C shot outside, closely guarded. That's a 5. I keep getting that. It's a missed shot for Lou Hudson. Miss Sweet Lou, that's 2 moves. And the rebound on that, here's my rebound dice. That's much better. 4-3, 4-3. Defensive right guard +2. Defensive right guard is Archibald, but it's not enough. 11, he gets up to an 8. So the rebound's going to go to Pistol Pete Maravich. Offensive glass. Now, also on that roll, it says, what was it, 4-2, 4-3, 4-3. He's open for an A shot if he wants to shoot it. Outside shot, unguarded. Well, the Pistols never turn down a shot he doesn't like, so he's going to shoot this ball up. 8, and that's a miss. Now, I do not believe that counts as a clock move, so we're going to go for another rebound. And it's a 2-5. So 2-5 is defensive right forward +4. Johnny Green gets it over Washington. Johnny, oldie but a goodie. I think this is his final regular season of play. Green gets it. And the Kings come down. 4-6. 4-6. Center D shot. So center D shot, that's going to be Sam Lacey inside guarded. 10. Field goal. 2 moves. 2 points for big Sam Lacey. And that's 53-49 Kings. 10:30 left in the quarter. Hawks come down. That's a 6-8. 6-8. Third highest shooter C shot. Let's see. Third highest. Well, is it Herm? Looks like Herm gets a little more than Bells. So a C shot for Herm. And that's a 5. Herm gets a missed shot. So that's 2 moves. Rebound. It's going to go to, that's a 4-5. 4-5. Defensive left guard +3. Gukas does not get it. 14-9, 14-12. The Hawks being real tough on the offensive glass. So that 4-5, it's a D shot if I want it. A D shot's inside closely guarded. Well, he's a pretty streaky shooter. Let's pull the ball back out and run the offense. You have a choice. And the Hawks will just run another play. Hopefully they'll get a better shot. 9-7. So a 9-7. Left forward D column. That is Lou Hudson. D, he's at least a very good shooter. We love seeing Lou shoot. He's not hitting today, but 9, another miss. I keep getting the odd ones. So Lou will miss that shot. And that's 2 moves. 9:50 left in the quarter. Rebound. 3-11. 3-11. Defensive left forward +7. Van Arsdale doesn't need it. He's got it. Tom Van only has 3 points today. They could use a few more from Van Arsdale. Kings come down. It goes 5-11. And the Kings 5-11. Player second highest shots, C column. So second to Tiny will be Tom Van Arsdale. And what did I say? A C shot. So a C shot outside closely guarded. Van Arsdale forces it up. 5 no good. So Tom Van misses the shot. Gonna go for the We got a 5-8. 5-8 defensive center +9. So Bells will easily corral that no matter what. And here come the Hawks. And that's going to be a 10-10. So the Hawks come down. Defensive card of the Kings. 10-10 left forward D shot. Inside closely guarded. Lou Hudson. That's an 11. Field goal assist Bells. So it's simple as that. Sweet Lou, not shooting the ball well today, but there's plenty of game left. Assist Bells, it's 53-51 Kings. For Lou, that is 13 points on 6 of 15. He's really hucking him up there. And Pistol Pete's only 3 of 8. So, I think I got... Did I mark that down? I can't remember if I marked that down. I'll just go 1 just because I can't remember if I marked it down. I probably didn't. No biggie. We need more shots anyway. Here we go. 12-5. 12-5. Left forward C shot. That's Tommy Van Arsdale. From outside. Guarded. 7. That's a miss. Missed by Tommy. And they're shooting 52.5 from the floor now. Goes down 4-7. 4-7 offensive center. And he's got a D shot if he wants it. No, let's pull it back out. Lacey hangs on to it. Hands it off to the 11-6. 11-6. Left guard C shot. Mighty Gokus. Gukas C shot. 8. Misses. Oh my goodness. And that was on a well, it was actually a reset up play, so we're going to give two moves on that one. The first shot by Gukas, 57% from the floor, doesn't go. Rebound is a 5-11. Defensive right forward, that's going to be Jim Washington. And Washington is going to bring it up. 6-9. So it's a 6 and a 9. Fourth highest shooter, C shot. So what's the fourth? I think it's Bells. Bells is going to go from outside. Guarded. 7. No good. 2 moves. Missed by Bells. Rebound's going to be 2-5. 2-5 defensive right forward +4. Johnny Green, he'll get it, no problem. Green having a decent job on the boards. Well, really, that's only his 3rd rebound. I thought he had more. Probably confused him with Lacey, who's got 8. And here we go. 9-6. 9-6. Right forward C shot. And that's Johnny Green, the league's leading field goal shooter. Probably he and Gukas are right there at the top. 599 and 570. And here comes Green. That's a 5. It's good. He makes it. Johnny Green. Now 3 for 6. He missed his first 3 shots. Kings lead 55-51. What do we got? 7:44 on the clock. Here come the Hawks. Total dice activated game. Here we go. 7-8. So 7, it's a defensive check. 8, it's the right guard. And it's going to be Pistol Pete Maravich. So the defensive check on that will be Nate Archibald, who's a guard 1. So the guard 1 column is right there. And it's an 84. It's just shot A. Gave him an easy shot. Pistol Pete has an A shot. And it's a 9. And it's good, assisted by the left forward Hudson. There's the 2 scorers working in tandem. And it's 55-53. We've had a pretty close game after a slow start for the Hawks in quarter number 1. We got a 5-6. 5-6. First highest shooter C shot. We know who that is. It's going to be Tiny. He's guarded, but it is outside. That's a 9. Good and fouled by Pistol, his 4th. I'll play Pistol safe now as well. And the free throw for Tiny, and that's 0-0. Is that 100? Yeah, that's 100. He missed it. And the rebounding of the missed free throw. Nice little chart in the upper right corner. That's a 6. Defensive player, first highest. Defensive rebounder, that is. That's going to go to Bells. So the 57 points for the Kings now. Hawks 53. All dice activated. No FACs. 8-11. 8-11. Let's see. 8-11. Left forward D shot. Sweet Lou inside guarded for good, and he's fouled. Sweet Lou with 15. Lou is fouled by Tom Van Arsdale. I could randomize that foul if I really wanted to, but this is my first game back. Not doing that right now. Not going to be too complex. And Tommy Van has 3. 1 shot for Sweet Lou. 98. That's not going in. Unless you shot like 10 free throws all year, you're not making that. Well, you're going to make all your free throws, basically. And that's a missed free throw. Rebound on the free throws. I guess I could use this for rebounding as well. 3. Defensive player, 4th highest. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be Matty Gukas. Got in trouble for calling him Gokus in prior games. Apologize in advance. It's 57-55. Kings have the ball. Here we go. 11-11. And that's be center A. And A is a fantastic position. Outside unguarded, though. So I don't know if you really want to have your center shooting outside. We'll see what Lacey can do. It's not the greatest. Oh, it's the A shot. A shot. We'll see. 5, no good. Big Sam. You want Tiny out with that A shot. That's what you really want. The rebound's going to go to 4-10. 4-10 on the boards. Offensive left forward D shot. Left forward Tommy Van. Grabs the offensive rebound. D shot. That column doesn't look too bad. Let's go up with it. Let's go up with it, Tommy. You're a scorer. You haven't shot enough today. D shot. That's an 8. Oh, no good. So a miss by Tom Van. Rebound's going to be by 1-4. Defensive left forward +8. Yes, Lou Hudson clears it. He had 19. He needed at least 2 to get the rebound. He got the rebound. So that's Lou Hudson with the board. Here's a 3-8 for Atlanta. 3-8. 4th highest shooter C shot. 4th highest. Who is that? It's Bells. So Bells has got himself a C shot here. Outside, closely guarded. Not his strength. 10. He's good and he's fouled. All right. Well, I called that one incorrectly. Walt Bellamy scores. Foul on Lacey, his 3rd. Hawks have tied the game up. And we got 1 free throw for Bells. And that's a 72. That's not going to go. He's just 1-54. That is not a good percentage. Free throw rebound. 10. Offensive player, 1st highest. So we got an offensive rebound. He does have a D shot, the highest. That says Bellamy. I'm not positive he can grab his own rebound on that. Well, I see nothing that is keeping Bellamy from grabbing that board. So we'll give him the rebound on the play. However, I'm going to set it up. I'm not, unless I've got the free throw shooter one with rolling a 2, I'm not going to go straight up with our offensive rebound. I'm going to assume that bounced all the way back to him at the free throw line. And Bellamy's going to set up the offense for Atlanta. That's a 6-6. And that's the 2nd highest shooter, C shot. That's, of course, Lou Hudson. Trying to get on track from out there. He got a 6. That's a good one. Field goal assisted by Herm Gilliam, and the Hawks convert that into a 3-point play, or a 4-point play, 4-point swing. And Gilliam on the assist. And it's 59-57. Hawks almost midway through the period. Kings with the ball, 5-11. So we got 5-11. 2nd highest, C shot. So 2nd highest will be Van Arsdale, C shot. That's a 5. That's a missed shot. Tommy Van is 0 for 4 this period. Might need a substitution for that. Rebound on the play is going to go to the 6-3. 6-3 defensive center +5. Doesn't even matter. He's got it. Bells at the board. Gives him 9 rebounds on the day to go with 11 points. That's halfway through the third quarter. Hawks 59, Kings 57. Down to 6 minutes to play. The Kansas City Kings hanging on to a 77-75 lead. Both Pistol Pete and Tiny Archibald have 5 fouls. They're kind of driving each other a little nuts. Pistol's got 18 points. Tiny's got 18 points as well. So we'll see how this thing plays out. Hawks and Kings. Kings had the ball. They got the 2-point lead. Had some, Kings got up by as much as 6 this quarter. It's been a low-scoring quarter. That's why we're at 77-75 with 5:50 on the clock. Kings with the ball. Here we go. 12-7. So left guard C. Who could that be? Matt Gukas back in the game just now. And it's a 6. That's a missed shot for Gukas. 5:30 to go. Gukas still scoreless now. He's 0 for 2, the 57% field goal shooter. Just doesn't get many shots. Rebound 4-9. That's going to be left forward. Offensive left forward. Oh, wow. Okay, that's Tom Van Arsdale. Now I got to decide if I want to shoot this shot on the C column. Let's give it a whirl. Tommy hasn't shot much today, so we'll go 11. And that's a miss on the C column. So it's a putback shot, so you don't have to put the time movement there. We'll go for another rebound. And it's a 3-8. 3-8 defensive left forward. That's going to be Sweet Lou for Atlanta. Hawks come down, trailing just by 2. And it's going to be a 7 defensive check. 8 right guard. It's going to be Pistol, guarded by Tiny. This is where Tiny could foul out. Let's find out. If he stays in the game, he is a 1 defender, though. And that's a 34. And that's a steal by Tiny from Pistol. And another big stat. Tiny has no assists in this game. Been an odd game that way. So Pistol stripped by Tiny. That's a 1 clock move. We're going to go coast to coast here. I'm going to try to run the fast break, but I need to roll a 1 through 6 with the white die, and I do. So we'll just turn it over here. 3-9. 3-9 is a second highest C shot over here. Second highest C shot. And that's going to be Tom Van Arsdale's C shot. And that's a 5, and that's a missed shot. So a missed shot, I can't remember on the fast break. Missed by Van Arsdale. I believe that's a 1 clock move. Rebound. 3-5. It's kind of been a battle for points. 3-5. Defensive left forward +4. Lou is now higher by 3 on that. So Sweet Lou grabs the rebound. Hawks with the ball, approaching 5 minutes left. Hawks with only 8 points this quarter so far. 11-2. 11-2. Technical foul defense. Technical foul defense. So I'm just going to do a rando and call it 3. I'm going to say Sam Lacey with a T. Technical will be taken by... let's see, who's better, Sweet Lou or Pistol Pete? I can't even see Gilliam. Gilliam's an 82. Hudson's an 83. And it's a 64. It's good. Technical foul. 22 points for Lou Hudson. However, he's had to take 23 shots, 9 of 23. So Sweet Lou makes it 76-77. Hawks retain possession. Here we go. 2-8. 2-8 right forward D shot. I got George Trapp in there for offense. He Jim Washington was doing nothing, so let's see if Trap can stay hot. 6. D shot's good. Gamble pays off so far. Trap now with 16. 440, 430. Hawks fly into the lead. They soar into the lead. What does a Hawk do? Here comes a 6-6. 6-6. Third highest shooter with a C shot. Third highest. Now let's see. Tiny's number 1. Van Arsdale's number 2. Number 3's Lacey, who's been missing that C shot quite a bit this half. 8. No good. Poor Sam. That is the C shot, which is, of course, outside closely guarded. He gets a technical, and now he misses a shot. And I can't remember if I move the clock. I'm going to move it 1 just for the sake of it when I don't remember. Rebound. 3-5. Let's see what we got over here. It's a 3-5. Defensive left forward +4. Lou has the rebound. And here comes the Hawks. That's a 7 defensive check. 6 right forward Trap. Johnny Green with the 4 defense. And he gets a 54. And that's going to be a steal by Johnny Green. Turnover Trap. Steal. Johnny Green playing a little extra minutes. I'll explain that in a second. The Hawks are not fortified with a lot of forwards, and they could have had an additional one. But Wayne Wiskow didn't award John Block to the team. I'll explain that in a second. We're going to try to do a fast break here after the steal. I need a low number. Let's see if we get it. Nope. It goes 8, 7, center D shot. Lacey struggling from the floor. There's a 6. There's a miss. So let's do a 1 move. Another miss by Lacey. He has struggled from the floor this half. He does have 16 points and 11 rebounds. Rebound's going to go to the 5-9. 5-9, offensive center, C shot. That's Lacey. Gets the offensive rebound. We're going to call a quick timeout. We'll explain the situation here in Kansas City. Johnny Green played almost every game. He only played about 18 minutes a game. However, they also had Ron Riley as a power forward. They acquired John Block for the last 25 games of the year, but Wayne Wiskow left him on Philadelphia for reasons, probably to fill out the roster or whatever. So the Kings have to rely on either Riley or Green at the power forward slot. I'm just going to overuse Green a little bit this game because Riley's frankly not that great a player, but he's a decent rebounder. So they're a little bit short. I also noticed they had a backup center that was played even more than Mike Ratliff, and that was Toby Kimball. And Toby Kimball was a center and part-time forward as well, but Wayne went with Mike Ratliff, who played about 100 minutes less than Toby Kimball. So just a few oddities in the game. Maybe he went by most games played or something different, but he played less minutes. Ratliff played less minutes than Toby Kimball. So a little short at the power forward slot here on Kansas City, especially with 10-man rosters. Kings retain possession. Here we go. 11-10. And that's an 11-10 left forward C shot. That's going to be Van Arsdale. And that's 5. And that's a miss. No one's putting their best foot forward. There's a reason why Nate Archibald has limited assists. That's 0 assists. And it's a 5-6. 5-6 on the boards. That's going to be defensive center, Walt Bellamy, corralling rebound number 15. And it's a 9-7. 9-7 for Atlanta is a left forward D shot. And that's going to be Sweet Lou. And that's a 7. That's a miss. Sweet Lou's getting a ton of D and C shots today. It's not helping his field goal percentage. Rebound Lou. That's a 3-8. 3-8 is defensive left forward. That's going to be Tommy Van Arsdale, who only has 5 points and 6 rebounds. Here comes the Kansas City. They need to get some offense. It's a 7. It's going to be a defensive check for left forward. Left forward, Van Arsdale. Hudson's defense is a 1. And we get a 74. What is that? A shot. All right, that's some... Tom Van Arsdale is going to get a rare A-shot opportunity here. And that's a 5. Good assist. Who? Tiny Archibald's first assist of the game. So the Kings regain the lead. Tom Van Arsdale hits. Assisted by Tiny. Oh, actually, I misread that. Tiny's actually got an additional assist. So he actually has 2 assists on the game. So, but for a guy that averaged closer to 10 or more, he's a little bit low today. But you know, that stuff happens. It's been a rough day for Tiny, but his team is up by 1. And that is going to be 11-3. 11-3. That's left forward B shot. Left forward, that's Lou Hudson. B shot's actually a pretty good shot. And that's an 11. Good assist, Herm Gilliam. So Sweet Lou has 24, and it is 80-79. Atlanta has the lead. For Kansas City, we get an 8-4. 8-4 is left forward C shot. That is going to be Tom Van Arsdale, who misses it. 2 minutes left in the game. The rebound on that miss is going to go to the 3-9. And that's the offensive right forward with a C opportunity. That is Jumpin' Johnny Green. His 5th rebound. Now he's a high percentage shooter, but we don't know if we want to go up with that shot. He's not a good foul shooter, but you are down by a point. Let's give Johnny a C shot. And that's an 8, and that's a miss as well. Go for another rebound. And that is a 6-8. 6-8 defensive right forward plus 8. Well, 24 goes to 32. So George Trapp, Jim Washington would have easily garnered that, but Trapp with a great rebound with the plus 8. Oh, the one shot by Johnny didn't go, so we'll go, no. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to remember. No, rebound shots don't move the clock, so anyway, 11-5. Let's see what we got here for Atlanta. Kansas City defensive card. It's a right guard C. So that's going to be Pistol Pete, but he actually gets to use the A column of Tiny Archibald because Tiny's playing safe. That's a 5. That's a missed shot by Pistol. So down to 144. The points are far and few between right now. 6-6 on the rebound. 6-6 defensive center plus 4. Lacey grabs it. So Lacey's got 13 rebounds. And we got a defensive check. 8 right guard. Pistol will be playing the defense with 5 fouls. See what happens. He's rated a 2. And it's a 51. Looks like a pass out of bounds. No, dang it, 51. That's the forward. 51, pass out of bounds violation. Doesn't matter. Tiny with a turnover. With a tiny turnover. Hawks regain the possession. They're leading by a measly 1 point here. And that's an 8-8. That's the right forward C. It's going to be George Trapp, who's been hot. 8 misfires. Down to 120 left. Rebound. 5-3. 5-3. Defensive left guard +4. That's a 13. Not enough. Herm Gilliam. Good rebounder. Hasn't done much offensively, but he's gotten the occasional rebound. What do we get on that 5-3? We get a 5-3. We do have a C shot. Hawks with the lead. They're going to just take the ball out, reset the play. They're going to go 5-11. 5-11. Highest shooter with a C shot. Highest shooter with a C shot, which will become an A shot because Tiny is playing safe. And 7. Good, assisted by Bellamy. 2 points. Pistol Pete. He's hit the 20 mark. And Bells rings in an assist. Now, in real life, Hawks won 46 games. Tiny and company with the Kings, coached by Bob Cousy, they won 36 games. So there's definitely a little bit of a talent level difference, maybe a little better rebounding on Atlanta, a little more consistent scoring, just maybe a tad more depth. There's not a lot of depth on Atlanta either. So 3-point lead, that's all it reveals right now. All ties on rebounds go to the home team. So we'll see if the Hawks get any more of those, lose out on any of those opportunities. It's a 7-7. That's a center defensive call. Bells will be trying to defend with his 2 defense. And that's a 57. 2 defense for the center. Pass out of bounds, violation, turnover, Lacey. Rough quarter for Lacey. Technical foul, turnovers, all kinds of things. Move the clock 1. Hawks trying to spread the lead. We have no 3-point shot in this game, so we'll see what happens. 8-2. 8-2. It's going to be left guard A shot. It's going to be a big shot by Gilliam. Outside unguarded shot. 8 misfires. 40 seconds remaining. Gilliam with just 4 points. His average on the year is over 14 a game. Rebound. Big rebound coming up. 4-6. That's the defensive left forward. And that's Tommy. Kings need something special pretty quick here. Tiny stuck on 18 points. He averaged 34. We got a 9-4. That is going to be a left forward D shot. Not easy. Tom Van Arsdale goes in. 9. No good. We're down to 24 seconds left. Tommy with just 7 points. Rebound goes to 4-3. Defensive right guard +2. And Pistol, a good rebounding guard, handles it. Running out of time here. That is a 4-7. 4-7 for Atlanta. A shot for the first highest shooter. That's going to be Pistol Pete. He's going to put this one away if he makes this. But he doesn't. But we're down to 8 seconds left. Mere fact, they're getting shots off. Speaks volumes. The 3-point lead. It's going to take a lot. 1-11 on the board. Defensive left forward +8. That's a rebound for Tommy Van. 7 points, 8 rebounds. Not a lot of stuff made in this quarter. It's 15-12 on points right now, by far the lowest quarter of the game. Hawks looking for a conventional 3-point play. They got a 2-10 210 center B shot. That's Sam Lacey going in for the B. He's got a lot of makes. I don't see a basket and foul, though. That's a 7. He dunks it home at the buzzer, assisted by Archibald. Just 3 assists for Tiny today. And your final score will be Atlanta 82. Kansas City Omaha Kings 81. Rough fourth quarter. Hawks 15-14. Just enough to give them the victory in the fourth quarter points. It was much stronger in the third quarter where it was 22-18. Well, that's not even that great. Second quarter 27-26. Hawks had the advantage. So one of those really tough games. The final numbers, Hawks hit 42% from the floor. Kings 45.3% from the floor. Kings were well over 50% throughout much of the first half, early second half, and they just stopped making shots. So looking at the stats, by the way, this game does not have a block shot option. I do have a modification that I used for the earlier reboot of computer basketball, where I do include some block shots within these defensive columns and things. So I may go back to that if I feel like it, but the cards are looking good and they're looking like they're improved in many ways. What do we got? 34 of 81 from the floor for the Hawks, 34 of 75 for Kansas City. So those field goal attempt numbers are a bit low. We should be closer to 85 to 90 plus shots per game. And that is just an issue that's plagued computer basketball a little bit. But at the same time, we had a really competitive game here. Pistol Pete, 20 points on 8 of 18. George Trapp off the bench, 7 of 10 for 16 points for Atlanta. And Sweet Lou just 10 for 25, but he got 24 points. And he also was grabbed 11 boards. Walt Bellamy, 15 rebounds. A lot of misses to be had. Let's see, for Kansas City, just 3 guys in double digits. 18 for Sam Lacey, 9 of 17 from the floor. Tiny only got off 10 shots. Had 3 assists, 8 of 10 from the line. And Nate Williams, 4 for 4 off the bench. Maybe I should have played him more. But I wanted to get Matt Gukas in the game. He finished 0 points in 36 minutes. Don Coaches gunned his way off the bench for 13 in 24 minutes for him. So there you have it. Final score, Atlanta 82, Kansas City Omaha 81. Signing out from Rod's Tabletop Hoops.